Did you know that there are certain individuals in this world that the Stoics strongly advised us to avoid at all costs? But what if we encounter people who are not so easy to deal with, people who are irrational, dishonest, rude, or harmful people who try to manipulate, deceive, or hurt us? How should we react to them in this video? We will explore 12 types of people that Stoicism warns us about and how to handle them in a Stoic way. These are people that we should avoid or limit our contact with, as they can negatively affect our mental and emotional well-being. We will also provide some practical tips and examples on how to deal with them, based on the wisdom of the Stoic philosophers. Before we dive into this video, I want to thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're watching this and haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more life-changing Stoic content. The flatterer number 1. The flatterer is an individual who consistently offers praise or compliments to others, but insincerely or without genuine sincerity. They are always insincere, dishonest, or hypocritical. They never mean what they say, but only say what others want to hear. They are manipulative, deceptive, and self-serving. To deal with the flatterer is to not be fooled by their flattery or compliments. We should not let them influence or deceive us into thinking that we are better or worse than we really are, or feeling proud or vain. Instead, we should be humble and modest and judge ourselves by our own standards and values. We should also be wary and cautious and not trust or rely on them. We should also not become flatterers ourselves by being sincere and genuine, and not praising or complimenting others for ulterior motives. Epictetus wrote in his Idiom, "If a person gave your body to any stranger he met on his way, you would certainly be angry. And do you feel no shame in handing over your own mind to be confused and mystified by anyone who happens to verbally attack the complainer?" Number 2, the complainer, always finding fault in everything and never ceasing to whine. The complainer is never satisfied and habitually blames others or external circumstances for their problems. Pessimistic, negative, and ungrateful. They create a toxic atmosphere. The Stoic approach to dealing with complainers is to ignore their complaints and not let them drag us down. It's not worth wasting our time and energy trying to cheer them up or solve their problems, as they often won't appreciate it. Instead, we should focus on our own goals and actions, practicing gratitude for what we have. It's essential to remind ourselves that complaining is useless and harmful. It only makes us unhappy and weakens our willpower. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "Do not waste the remaining part of your life in thoughts about others, when you do not refer your thoughts to some object of common utility." Number 3, the drama magnet. The drama magnet, prone to creating or attracting drama and conflict. The drama magnet thrives on scandals, gossip, and feuds, impulsive, emotional, and provocative. They seek attention and often exaggerate or lie about their situations, how to deal with them. The Stoic strategy is to distance yourself, avoiding involvement in their drama. We should not let them influence or disturb our peace of mind. We should also not feed their ego or curiosity by giving them attention or asking them questions. Instead, we should focus on our own affairs and avoid unnecessary drama and conflict. We should also be careful not to become drama magnets ourselves by being mindful of our words and actions and not letting our emotions get the better of us. Epictetus, the Greek slave and Stoic teacher, wrote in his Idiom, "Remember that you are an actor in a drama of such a kind as the author pleases to make it, if short of a short one, if long of a long one. If it is his pleasure, you should act a poor man, a governor, or a private person. See that you act it naturally, for this is your business to act well. The character assigned you to choose it is another's." Number 4, the naysayer. The naysayer, constantly doubting, criticizing, or opposing everything. The naysayer is perpetually skeptical, cynical, and pessimistic. They discourage, demoralize, and depress with their unconstructive behavior. How to deal with them stoically? One should disregard their negativity and prevent it from undermining confidence or self-esteem. Trust your judgment, pursue what you believe is right, and avoid futile arguments. Let your actions speak louder than words. As Cicero wisely said, "Let us not listen to those who think we ought to be angry with our enemies and who believe this to be great and manly. Nothing is so praiseworthy, nothing so clearly shows a great and noble soul as clemency, and readiness to forgive. Number 5, the victim is the victim. Someone who always sees themselves as a victim of their circumstances, other people, or fate. They are always helpless, hopeless, or powerless. They never take responsibility for their own lives, but always blame others or external factors for their misfortunes. They are passive, dependent, and resentful. The Stoic way to deal with the victim is to not pity them or enable them. Refrain from manipulation or guilt tripping, emphasizing self-help. Resist becoming a victim, accepting what can't be changed, and changing what can. Express gratitude instead of complaining. Epicus advised in his Idion, there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. The toxic positivist. Number 6, the toxic positivist is someone who always pretends to be positive and happy, regardless of the reality. They are always unrealistic, naive, or delusional. They deny or dismiss problems, lacking authenticity and sensitivity. The Stoic way to deal with the toxic positivist is to not fall for their false positivity or happiness. Face problems, realistically be honest about emotions, and avoid suppressing feelings. Maintain authenticity and balance. Resisting the urge to become a toxic positivist, Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, guard accordingly and take care that you entertain no notions unsuitable to virtue and reasonable nature. Number 7, the manipulator. The manipulator always attempting to manipulate or control others. The manipulator is dishonest, cunning, and selfish. They use and abuse, lacking respect or care for others. How to deal with them? The Stoic approach involves avoiding manipulation and protecting oneself. Be aware, assertive, and independent, not allowing manipulation to influence decisions or actions. Avoid becoming a manipulator by maintaining honesty and fairness. The braggart. Number 8, the braggart constantly boasting or showing off achievements, possessions, or abilities. The braggart is arrogant, proud, and insecure. They belittle others, perpetuating an atmosphere of competition and envy. The Stoic way to deal with the braggart is to not be impressed by or envious of their bragging or showing off. We should not let them influence or deceive us into thinking that they are superior or happier than us, or feeling inferior or unhappy. Instead, we should be content and confident and value ourselves by our own standards and values. We should also be humble and modest and not boast or show off ourselves or compare ourselves with others. Epicus in his Idion caution, don't be prideful with any excellence that is not your own number. 9, the liar consistently. The liar lying or deceiving others. The liar is dishonest, untrustworthy, and unreliable. They break promises, betraying trust. How to deal with them? Adopting the Stoic mindset means not believing or trusting. The liar. Be vigilant, verify claims or actions, and maintain honesty and trustworthiness. Epicus in his Enodon emphasized, if anyone tells you that such a person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said of you, but answer, he does not know my other faults, else he would not have mentioned only the critic. These. Number 10, the critic always judging or evaluating others in their actions. The critic is harsh, strict, and unforgiving. They rarely appreciate or praise, focusing on faults and errors. How to deal with them stoically? Don't be intimidated or resentful of the critic. Maintain confidence, value yourself based on personal standards, and be forgiving and merciful. Marcus Aurelius suggested in his Meditations, whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to? The hypocrite criticize. Number 11. The hypocrite saying one thing and doing another. The hypocrite is inconsistent, contradictory, and dishonest. They expect others to follow principles they don't adhere to. To deal with the hypocrite is to not be influenced or deceived by them. We should not let them influence or deceive us into thinking that they are right or virtuous or feeling guilty or inferior. Instead, we should be consistent and coherent and follow our own principles and rules. We should also be honest and fair and not expect others to do what we are not willing to do ourselves. We should also not become hypocrites ourselves by being true and loyal and not saying one thing and doing another. Epicus wrote in his Ideon, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." The hater number 12. The hater always hating or disliking others for no reason. The hater is hostile, aggressive, and ignorant. They attack or harm others without cause. How to deal with them: stoically resist hating back or retaliating. Maintain calmness, rationality, and understand they act out of ignorance or weakness. Be compassionate and forgiving, avoiding hate without reason. Marcus Aurelius noted in his Meditations, "The best way of avenging yourself is not to become like the wrongdoer." I hope you enjoyed this video. Outro about the 12 types of people Stoicism advises us to avoid. If you have any comments, suggestions, or questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. I would love to hear your thoughts and respond to your questions. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. Until next time.